Good morning, dear student. In previous class, we have learned the meaning of different keywords. Now it is turn to analyze those keywords because it is really, you can say, the backbone for accounting. Until unless you are not going to know aware with the keywords, certainly your conceptual enhancement is not possible. So that is why I have taken a questions based on case, and you have to answer various. I think you will also understand the meaning of various keywords like capital, fixed assets, goods, expenses, gain, loss, debtor, creditor, revenue, etc., etc., etc. So before going to discuss all those things, I'm just going to read out the question. You can see here. So the question is given like that. Mr. Atharv started a business for buying and selling of furniture with rupees 5 lakh as an initial investment, of which he paid 1 lakh for machinery, rupees 2 lakh for buying furniture items. He employed A is by mistake is written there. He employed Raj, salesperson and clerk. At the end of the month, he paid 5,000 as their salary. Out of furniture bought, he sold some furniture of rupees 1,50,000 for cash and some other furniture for 1 lakh on credit to Miss Pooja. Subsequently, he bought furniture item of 1,50,000 from Mr. Amrit. In the first week of next month, there was a fire accident and he lost 30,000 worth of furniture. And next, a part of the machinery which cost 40,000 was sold for 45,000. Now we will take it positively, simply as if you can remember, I told you the meaning of capital. What is capital? Capital is the amount that is invested by a person into his business. So here you can see rupees 5 lakh is taken as capital because Mr. Atharv has invested rupees 5 lakh and 1 lakh for machinery. He has paid 1 lakh for machinery. So furniture business is there. It may be a manufacturing of furniture. So machinery is quite obvious to purchase. So machinery is here fixed assets. What I told you, fixed assets are purchased, are acquired in the business to use the facilities, not for not for sale in general course of business. So machinery here is taken as 1 lakh. Again 2 lakh for buying furniture items. Now furniture items 2 lakh. So furniture is here taken as stock goods. Okay, don't take it as stock goods. In journal entries it is taken as properly as a synonymously, but here it is goods. He employed a person named Raz and a clerk to whom he has paid 5,000. So 5,000 is expenses. Why 5,000 has actually been paid by Mr. Atharv to Raj? Just to until and unless Mr. Raj will not appoint Mr. Atharv will not appoint other person, he won't be able to run his business. So 5,000 here is as expenses. Out of furniture bought, he sold some furniture of 1,50,000 for cash. So furniture has been sold for cash, so simply cash is there, cash is coming for the business, and 1 lakh on credit to Miss Pooja. Who is a debtor? A debtor is a person to whom goods sold on credit. So here Mr. Atharv has sold 1 lakh credit goods to Miss Pooja. So Miss Pooja is will be taken as debtor. Thereafter, he again bought a furniture from Mr. Amrit. No amount is given, so Amrit is taken here as creditor. Who is a creditor? The person by whom goods purchased on credit. What is goods? In the item in which you are dealing. So you can see here Mr. Amrit is dealing in the furniture business, so he has purchased furniture. So and amount cash is not given here, so here 1,50,000 Mr. Amrit will be taken as creditors. Now, in first of the week, due to fire accident, he lost 3,000 rupees, 30,000 rupees. Sorry. So he has a loss. What is loss? Is there any difference between expense and loss? A very simple sense. The amount has foregone and you have not got anything in return can be termed as loss. Okay, so 30,000 was wasted. So 30,000 will be taken as loss for the business. Thereafter, you can see here that a part of furniture costing 40,000 was sold for 45,000. A part of machinery costing 40,000 was sold for 45,000. So machinery, Mr. Atharv is not dealing in machinery. Actually, he is a furniture merchant. So machinery was sold more than its cost, and that will term as gain. What I told you, when you have sold the goods on profit, that is known as, when you have sold goods more than its cost, the term is known as profit. But when fixed asset will sold more than its cost, it will term as gain. So there is a difference in gain and profit. Gain is of non-recurring nature and profit is of recurring nature. So here 40,000 and 45,000, SP minus CP, selling price minus cost price, 5,000, and 5,000 will be taken as gain here. So you can calculate it. Capital amount 5 lakh. Don't, you can say, you now, I think there may be a various confusion, or you can, a few of you, if you can get confused as well. Sir, 5 lakh has been taken as initial investment and it has also been expended. So it is not a matter that what the business has done after introduction of that 5 lakh. The question is that how much as an initial time was invested in the business, that is known as capital. So here you can say 5 lakh was given as initial investment and that 5 lakh will be taken as a capital. Okay, so keep revising all these kind of things and try to solve all the questions. Assignment that is available. Till then, goodbye. Okay.